And these Global Equality and Diversity Awards were conceived by Lord Noon to recognise the contribution of businesses and public organisations to equality and diversity.
And managed to inculcate a culture that suggested whatever you look like, wherever you come from, whatever you believe in, whatever you sound like, whatever your lifestyle choices are, there's some fundamentals to the hard work, a dedicated effort that's consistent and perseverant, that ultimately, if you follow your path and you have a little bit of help and support, you can actually achieve your dreams.
And they're both a celebration of achievement and also a representation of the next generation of benchmarks for research that informed bold change, using transparency in measuring the impact and revising action plans.
We're just not moving ahead. So basically, there's just one big message that I do have to give, and that is HRs are so darn good in saying the right things, but we really need to bring the line managers with us, and we also need to bring all the middle management on this journey with us. So basically what we need to do is make these journeys slightly faster.
What we are doing now is celebrating achievements, but also innovation, creativity, and realism. How much do you know your workforce? How much do you want to change where you are? How much do you know where you want to go? And how fast you want to get there? Today, it is a great pleasure to introduce and represent and congratulate all the nominees. We had a really good pipeline and pool to pull from, so the competition was really fierce, and I think judges had a really tough job today. So it is with great pleasure to start the official part of this ceremony. So what I'll do, I will introduce each award in turn and I'll announce the recipients. For each award, please do come up and receive the award and certificate, and we'll have a photo taken. I'm sorry, you'll have me in a picture. I was asked to be in, so if you don't want me, just push me aside. Unfortunately, we won't have speeches today, so we have to move on. I'm kind of trying to catch up today because, thanks to developments, we have to do that. So we have lots to get through as well. So when it comes to the Global Equality and Diversity Awards, these were conceived by Lord Noon, who was kind of like the brain trust behind the Noon Centre where I used to work in the past, really to recognise the contribution of businesses and public organisations to equality, diversity and inclusion. And now in their 6th year, the GED Awards are both a celebration of achievement and also inspiration for the next generation of bold change, using transparency in measuring the impact and revising action plans. So before announcing this year's winners, we'd like to thank Holman Fenwick Willen, LLP, for their support and in particular, their kind sponsorship of the Noon Award. Unfortunately, their representative could not be here today, but we've had really good relationships, so I'll kind of do both roles. So moving on to the Noon Award for 2019. This award is presented to an individual or business who has, through their personal example, innovation or business model, contributed to greater diversity and equality in race, gender, identity, and opportunity for peoples or groups. We have 2 recipients this year, one highly commended and the award winner. So judges, highly commended award, Dr. Gregory Burke, founder of AccessAble. AccessAble, bear with me, originally called Disabled Go, was set up in 2000 by Dr. Gregory Burke as a result of his own experiences as a wheelchair user and disabled walker. By the end of 2018, AccessAble was being used by around 2 million people to give them the confidence to visit new places for the first time and live their life to the full. Unfortunately, the recipient of the Judges' Highly Commended Award is not able to attend, but in his absence, congratulations to Dr. Gregory Burke, founder of AccessAble. Now to the Noon Award 2019. The recipient of the 2019 Noon Award Equality, Diversity and Inclusion through Business goes to... I always wanted to do that. SAP, Diversity in the Streets. Diversity in the Streets, how to take the good diversity inclusion practices that CAP carries out internally beyond the walls. The judges were particularly impressed with the company's work and emphasized on embrace difference, creating a supportive environment where employees can be authentic without having to interpret a character of work. Congratulations to Diversity in the Streets and SAP. Welcome, Monica Roldan, Sales Operations, SAP UK, Ireland.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Sorry. Thank you so much.
I was really impressed with you all.
Thank you.
Good. Please find them on Google. It's really worth taking a look. Congratulations again.
You. Thank you.
Moving on to the Research Awards. The GED Research Award celebrates outstanding examples of research methods and insights into diversity and equality in organizations, companies, or services, or by academics. Judges highly commended Conflux, cultural factors contributing to the gender pay gap and inequality in the NHS. Unlike research conducted in other employment sectors, these results show a consistent view of the prevailing culture and the change required within the NHS. This provides a very good starting point, taking meaningful steps to address the cultural biases underpinning inequality. Congratulations to Conflux, and I would like to welcome Andrew Cox to come up and receive these awards. Apologies and congratulations.
Thank you.
And now to the winner. So the GED Research Award winner 2019, Essex Police Diversity in Policing campaign. This policing campaign has seen BAME applicants increase from under 3% to approaching 9%, which is more than the proportion of BAME people in the economically active population of Essex, which is 6.6%. Figures continue to rise positively, encouraging a more inclusive organisation. The success of the campaign has attracted nearly half of UK forces to approach us for inside learning, hence the best practice workshop will take place in October, which is now, right?
Yep.
The campaign materials can be found at the Essex Police, so please help yourself to Google, and congratulations to Essex Police and Prue Kingham, Campaigns Manager of Essex Police.
Thank you.
Our next awards are Inclusive Workplace Award. Workplace and workforce, as we've identified today, remains a central driver of inclusion, diversity, and greater equality. Public and private organizations have identified inclusive workplaces as critical to competitive edge in business and quality delivery of public services. Judges Highly Commended Award, Hachette UK Ethnicity Pay Gap 2019. Just to say that this entry is also commended for transparency. The report shows the difference between the average earnings of all Black, Asian, and other minority ethnic employees and the average earning of all white employees, expressed as a percentage of white employees' earnings. This has led the company to a BAME representation target of 15% of the total workforce within 5 years. Congratulations, and to Sashka Bewley, Head of Diversity and Inclusion at Hachette, and to collect this highly commended. Thank you. And the 2019 GED Inclusive Workplace Award goes to MSD. MSD showed commitment to fostering a culture that values the diversity, equity, and full inclusion of their workforce and reflects that in how they operate and treat each other every day and making progress against aspirational talent goals for women and underrepresented ethnic groups. To collect this award, please welcome Reem Jabari from MSD. And he's not here, but congratulations nonetheless. And finally, we come to the Impact Award. The GED Impact Award celebrates an outstanding example of either a business or public sector organization using new data, responding to transparency of data, and making change which can show an impact related to that original information. Judges highly commend it. Celebrating Difference by Shaun Dellenty. Shaun devised Inclusion for All, a groundbreaking training program raising awareness of LGBTIQI+ identities. Shaun undertakes his work without sponsorship or formal funding. In 2016, Shaun was designated a Point of Light by the UK Prime Minister. Shaun Dellenty, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And our final award, the 2019 Global Equality and Diversity Impact Award, goes to an organization that has often been in the headlines for its challenges on equality, but in this project passes both the test for impact and for being global in its reach. The award goes to BBC The 50/50 Project. Good. Join me. You can go back.
Should we go behind you?
Yes, please do. While I read out what they did. Good. So it is the BBC's biggest ever collective action to increase women's representation in content. 50/50 is distinct from other diversity projects because it's voluntary and self-monitoring. In May, the BBC published its 50/50 data for April 2019. 74% of teams implementing the methodology for 12 months or more reached 50 women contributors. That's compared to 27% of teams managing 50/50 when they started. The project has expanded to include over 41 other organizations, including ABC News, Australia, MCNBC, and the Financial Times. To collect the award for the 2019 GED Impact Award, please welcome the BBC team, led by Julia Walker. Congratulations. Congratulations. A really good initiative, appreciated by women around the world. Thank you. And with that, I conclude the 2019 award ceremony.